Welcome to this video, and the purpose of it is to help students who need a more visual approach to setting up their WordPress accounts. What I'm doing is typing in the name of the website, WordPress, WordPress.com. And again, for those who are not understanding my good Southern diction, you can see the result right here. It says WordPress.com. This particular interface changes very often, and I don't have any say-so over that because that's the company. This is a software we'll be using for setting up basic web accounts using something called a content management system, and we're starting this in the Web 110 course so that you will be acquainted with it when you get into the more advanced courses, possibly in the web degree if you're going that direction. You're going to click on the orange button over on the right with the white letters that say Get Started. This is a one-time deal only. It's just to initially set up your account, and after you've done that, you'll go down. From now on, you'll go to the regular logging in process, which I'll go over in just a minute. Click on Get Started, and be patient as you set up this account, because WordPress tends to be a little impatient by giving you all these errors, and if you tend to be threatened real easily with error messages or red X's and you get more nervous about it, you may get a little concerned, but just follow through with it slowly and you will be fine. Pick an email address, and I'm going to choose this one just for purposes of this exercise, michael.sisk@icloud.com. And there will be a check mark placed over there if the email address is available. If someone else has taken it, for example, just to show you this very quickly, if I had typed in michael.sisk@gmail.com, it would say this email is already taken. So you want to find one that isn't used already. And this is just to make sure that the a robot is not doing this exercise to spam a computer. That's a real human being. Now the computer will give you a username, which is totally your choice. You don't have to use that username, and in this particular case I'm going to put I'll say Michael Sisk Web, just because, and you can have a minimum of 4 characters and only lowercase letters and numbers. So follow the directions. If you don't follow the directions and you plow through because you're going to have capital letters, it's going to say, I don't like that, and people will get upset and wonder what's wrong. And sometimes we don't bother reading directions because we barrel in a big hurry. So I'm going to call mine Michael Sisk Web and leave it at that. You can use numbers if you want to, like 1010, whatever pleases you personally. 1010 happens to be my birthday. Alright, the password is totally up to you. You can hide this password by just starting to type it in like that, because you may want to see that password, supposing that maybe it's that password. If you want to click the button that says hide, you can keep someone from looking at it. It's just a hide show toggle, like a light switch on and off when I say toggle, so that you can see what you're typing. Some people have trouble remembering stuff very quickly, and if you're one of these people, you may want to screen capture this. You may want to write it down somewhere, because I literally cannot help you very easily if you can't remember your usernames and passwords. So please make very special notes of this information. Now WordPress will also recommend whether this is a strong or a weak password, and so in order to keep my password away from you, I'll do this. Mine happens to be apparently a strong password. I hope it is anyway. And again, the blog address down here, they use the word blog because WordPress used to be a blog site only, more like a daily journal of your activities. It is far more powerful than that now, trust me. And if you want to call it what it says here, Michael Sisk Blog, you can. I'm going to use the same name personally as my username, Michael Sisk Web, up there, so my brain can remember it better. Again, it's up to you. And your website will be called, in my case, michaelsiskWeb.wordpress.com. So I have these 4 components: the email address, the username, the password, and the blog address. And if you scroll down, you have the opportunity to buy this. I'm not going to pay for it, and you probably are not either. So I'm going to use the basic account that's got the free blog, no video storage, etc. It will still work just fine. So if you click the button that says sign up, this will allow you to sign up for the site. So I'm clicking the blue sign up button now. Hopefully you can see this on your screen. And it asks you now to check your email to complete registration so that you have it confirmed. Now it may take a little longer. This one says it should arrive within 30 minutes, and if you don't activate your account within 2 days, WordPress doesn't leave garbage or empty accounts out there, so you may have to sign up again, and that's something that you need to handle. So I'm going to go in now to my email address, email account, and set it up. And again, you have to do this individually with yours. If you have an iCloud account, you can do that. If you don't, then go into, if you want to use the CCC address, or if you're an early college student and want to use that, it's totally up to you. Personal address, what have you. I'm going to go ahead and log in with my iCloud account. And I basically do not respond to email on this. It's just what came with my Apple computer. I typically go with only the school's address, so emailing me here would be a futile point because I just don't check it very often. I really don't. That's honest. Alright, hopefully I have my login correct, and I do. It looks like I have 2 new emails. Excuse me. One of these is hopefully from WordPress, and there it is. You may or may not be able to see it. It says WordPress right there, so I'll open the email, and it says, "Howdy, Michael Sisk. Thank you for signing up. Activate blog." So I click Activate blog by clicking that button, and I'm officially, hopefully in just a minute, I'm officially in my new WordPress account, which right now will be barren. The web page is not going to go ta-da, and here's all these beautiful pictures and movies and stuff. Now it looks like it is now. I seem to be fickle, but that's just if you want to follow someone else's WordPress site based on categories. But this is the way that you activate your account in WordPress. Now I want to go back and show you something. By the way, I'm hovering over this little picture avatar over on the right. There are issues where people say, I don't want my identity on the internet. And there is an argument on that side for privacy and searching and stuff, and that's valid. Recently on the Today Show on television, I listened to a business person who is recommending that we do indeed put our name out there in case someone is trying to tarnish our reputation, or in case there are some negative items, pictures, photos out there. By getting our own domain name and taking charge of our own first and last name, we can cause search engines to put that positive information on the top of any kind of search. So I guess the argument is both ways these days. Anyway, if you click on this, you will see the word Michael Sisk Web, which is my particular site name. It's got the little W with the circle around it. That's WordPress's logo. If I click on that, I go into, hopefully, again, this is slow, so I'm talking my way through it so you won't think something has happened. This goes to the back end of the This is the WordPress site, and this is called a dashboard. And this is where you make changes and upgrade your posts or what have you. If I click it again, I can go on either side, either the left side or the right side of the screen. I can click on the name and I go back to what my site will look like, which right now is very barren, and we'll work on that in some future exercises and some future videos. I want you to see this. I'm going to go ahead for just a minute and log out of this site just to show you excuse me, the 2 ways you can sign in. And I apologize for my throat. If I want to log into my site for editing purposes, I can type in my username, which is Michael Sisk Web, and then my password, which hopefully you know and hopefully I know, and that will allow me to log into my WordPress site and make changes to it. You'll get this situation right here. If by chance you wanted just to say, hey everybody, look at my cool site, I'll sign out of this one for just a second. And if I wanted just to go straight to the site and share it with people, I can just type Michael Sisk Web, which is the name of my site. And remember, it's Michael Sisk Web, whatever yours is, .wordpress, if I can spell it, .com. And that will take you to your site. Now, you won't make any changes here because this is only for viewing purposes. Hopefully, this whole process has helped you get your account set up. What you need to do, ladies and gentlemen, is send your link, if it's johnmartin.wordpress.com or lalababy, hopefully that's not it, .wordpress.com. Just send that to me through the appropriate message area on your Blackboard account, and I will make sure that everything has been set up properly. And we'll go further with some additional lessons later on. I hope this video helps you out. Have a great day.